Hey guys, welcome back. So, as you can see in the thumbnail, I've got a new idea brewing. I'm gonna build it's based off again the C14, C24 C frame. It's gonna be a camper bus. So, let me roll her in. This beastie here is the mock-up for my camper bus. So, what is it? It's a hard plastic bus that I found at a thrift store. Again, I love the thrift store finds. I think I bought it for $1.99. I'm not sure what it is, to tell you the truth. I don't know what toy make it is, but I know I'm going to be able to do some really cool stuff with it. I've got some good plans how to turn this thing into something really cool looking. So let's take a look at it. I've got already, this is going to be my wheel choice. I'm using these because it's going to need balance. It's really tippy side to side. I've got this just mocked up with popsicle sticks here across the top of the shock towers just to get it to work. Okay, so here, let's look at it like that. All right, so I've got a toy bus, and I'm going to put it on top of this. This is a C24 C chassis. Now, what I'm going to do is to change up the front. We're going to go with, look at that, fits pretty much perfectly. This is, again, I think the square headlight off of, is it the C14 or C24? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I can't remember. I've got a bunch of these kits around. But anyways, it's going to work. I'm going to make it fit in there, and I'm going to clean up the front end and give this a little bit more realism. And I've got all the headlight parts for it too, so we're going to run some lights on there. Now this thing's already got a little button hooked up, and the lights work, which I think is really cool, so I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to work with it. The bumper on the front, again, it's the same thing, WPL stuff. So how am I going to get this thing on here? It's going to be a bit of a trick. So what I'm going to have to do is, if you look here, I'm going to pick the camera up, guys. It might be a bit wobbly. Here we go. We'll look inside. It's already got a bit of an interior, and I'm going to be able to work with that, and I kind of like that. So I'm going to do something wild with this front part here. It's going to need a steering wheel and some gauges and whatnot. But then you look inside. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to build a wooden floor, and it's going to sit flat on the inside of this. And then I'm going to, of course, put windows because there's no windows in there now. And then I'm going to fill it up with gear. On top, I want... Hey guys, I got to interrupt my own video for a second because I'm going to ramble on about a whole bunch of stuff and gear, and I'm going to get all excited about transmissions and motor choices. And I never actually really explained in the video how I'm actually going to attach this body to the C-frame. So I just wanted to interrupt really quick, and I'm just going to show you really quickly. So the floor is going to go in here. It's going to be a flat floor, and then there's going to be a brace that goes across here, right across the wheel wells, which is going to match up with another brace that's going to go across the shock towers here. It's going to be done the same way on both front and rear. And then underneath here on the front, I'm going to build a similar brace that goes right across the shock towers here and in between the wheel wells as well. And I'm just going to bolt them together, and that's going to be the end of it. So I just wanted to interrupt really quick to explain that. So thank you guys. Anyways, let's get to the rest of the video. I'm going to ramble on about a bunch of other stuff. A roof rack, give it kind of a safari look. Let's see, what else? Are those lights still going? No, they're not going anywhere. Let's see, what else? The back's probably just going to get a bumper, and then the paint job on this, it's going to be, I want it somewhat, you know, kind of faded. I like that whole faded thing, but I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. I'm gonna have some rust and some fading on it, and I'm gonna keep the yellow and the black color scheme as well. What else are we gonna do to this thing? So parts that I'm gonna use for this, I'm gonna show you here. So here is gonna be my transmission choice. Now with that, I'm looking at different 370 motors. I don't think I want to go with just the WPL stock. They do have a neat carbon brushed one I'm looking at, and there's also some red cat choices with 370s, and I think I think Axial runs a twin motor setup, I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to look for maybe a 370 there because they might have like a, who knows, maybe they'll have something decent, I don't know. But I want something a little different there. I'm going to run a quick run 1060 ESC in this. That's on the way now. I'm waiting for all these parts. The metal ones, the metal WPL diffs and all that, that's coming as well. And what else are we going to do with this? 3S for sure. It's going to need power. It's going to be very heavy once it's loaded up with the wood and the roof rack and everything else. My only challenge is I've got a couple ideas for what I'm going to do with the suspension on this. I'm going to have to add, this is already really bouncy like this. This thing's got a considerable amount of weight. So I don't know. It's once it's loaded up, I think it's going to almost limit out the shocks. So I'm going to show you guys an idea that I have for that to help out distribute some of the load. What else are we going to do to this? That's pretty much it for now. So this first video, all I wanted to do is go over the truck with you guys and show you it and show you what is going to be coming. So in the next video, stay tuned for that. I am going to go with just the body, and we're going to just prep this. We're going to do the fitting of the WPL front end, and I'm going to put the windows in, and I'm going to put the wooden subfloor in. I'm going to do all that in the next video while I'm waiting for the electronics components to come in and all the metal gear components to come in. So stay tuned for video 2, which will be just on getting this body prepped and ready to go on to this C-frame. All right, guys, thanks for watching as usual. Take care.